Minasan konnichiwa, and welcome to Let's Ask Shogo. It's me, Shogo, and this is my wife, Harumi. Hi guys, thank you so much for coming. So, it's actually been, I think, 2 years since we posted a video related to this topic, but this is a video talking about my fingers again. Yes, my sickness called the Raynaud syndrome. Yeah.
Raynaud's disease is a condition where blood flow to your fingers, toes, and other parts of your body is reduced because of the blood vessels narrow. It's often triggered by cold or stress, causing the affected areas to turn white or blue, feel numb, and in the worst cases, lead to tissue damage. I've been suffering from a severe case of this since 2016.
We actually made like 2 videos in the past. The first video we made, we were actually still living in our last house, remember? That was the first time we finally revealed that I actually had the sickness. The thumbnail said that I'm sick. That was the first video we made. The year after that was after we moved to the house we live now. That timing was one of the worst timings ever. Yeah. You know, sometimes even if I look back at that video now, it's just so... It's really scary to look at. We skipped 1 year. Last year we didn't have enough time to actually make a video, so finally this year we wanted to report to you guys how I'm doing recently.
We made videos about my condition almost every year, but last year we couldn't make one because we were too busy. So before talking about how I'm doing in 2025, let me share how things were for me in 2024.
What was terrible in 2024 was my legs, my toes were horrible. I might be able to share some of these videos. I actually filmed a couple of pictures and videos while I was still changing bandages every day and everything, but it was horrifying. Yeah, how my toes were rotting and it smelled terrible too. Yes, it really smells like something is rotting. So last year that was horrifying. So I couldn't walk actually last year properly. The shape of my toes are still very weird after that. So last year that was horrifying. And it took a very long time for that to cure. It actually took until the end of summer 2024 for all of my toes to recover completely and for me to be able to walk properly actually. Yes, it was terrifying.
Last year was very painful and difficult as I couldn't walk properly due to the damage to my toes. However, this winter, surprisingly,
this year was really surprising is that my fingers are doing very, very good. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's very rare to see me at this winter time being able to move all my fingers like this. So I was always the one that would be wearing the biggest coats outside, trying to stay warm, you know. This year though, I was very surprised when it started to get colder, I didn't feel cold at all. So I was like, oh, it's still not getting cold yet then. And then everyone outside, when I walked outside, everyone started to wear big coats and wearing, scarves and everything. It was like, is this starting to get cold here? Because my fingers are doing okay. And then of course my toes are doing okay this year too. So I'm able to walk, I'm able to hold things and everything properly. And yeah, we're always so surprised. There's a lot of things that we could have done in the past 10 years. I've been fighting with this disease. So we've been really surprised what's going on.
Surprisingly, we're already in the middle of winter this year, but my fingers haven't rotted, stiffened, or become bent. Instead, they've just felt a little chilly. Why has this improvement happened all of a sudden? I haven't started any new medications, moved to a warmer area, or made any major lifestyle changes. But there might be one possible reason we think could be influencing this improvement.
First, we haven't actually been able to go to a hospital to confirm this or anything. There aren't any actual data that we found or anything. I turned 30 last year, by the way, 2024. There's some people that are saying that because once you turn 30, I don't know, I have no clue, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor or anything. There's some people that are saying that once you turn 30, your hormones levels, everything changes. Yeah, and then suddenly some people who are suffering from Raynaud syndrome suddenly cures and they get better and when they turn 30. So that might be one of the reasons why. We're not 100% sure. But one huge change that did happen very recently is actually very surprising. First of all, some studies say that Raynaud syndromes and these symptoms happen because of your dental condition. If you have a lot of cavities, if you have something bad going on with your teeth, then you might get the syndromes of the Raynaud syndrome. Now, what's surprising is that when I actually I had a couple of cavities actually. And when I went to doctor and fixed those, my symptoms did get a little bit better. So I feel that there is some kind of relationship there. But I cured everything. I took care of my teeth and they're perfect now, but still my Raynaud syndrome was not curing completely. My fingers were still rotting and they were very cold. And what we did last year, a huge change, is that Harumi actually had, I'm not too sure how to say this in English, but amalgam Yeah, not true. I'll have it on the screen for you guys for the editing. Yeah, but it's the fitting that's not used anymore in Japan either. I think it's illegal in many countries now because it is proven to be very harmful for the body. So when we were still young, yeah, there are a lot of people who still use them to fill spots in your teeth that you'd like if you make holes with drills and you have a hole in your teeth, you would put that certain type of steel into your teeth to fill it up. Recently we don't use that anymore. I think we use something different that doesn't have a color. It looks rather white. So that there's this new material that we used in Japan too. Now Hanami actually still had that in her teeth, and then last year we actually removed it. Yeah, and now Hanami doesn't have any of those left in her mouth anymore. And one huge change that we were absolutely sure that's related to the silver teeth or the amalgam that we had is that Hanami, when we started dating, and we didn't have kids, Hanami was always saying that I feel dizzy, I'm feeling really tired and dizzy. She was like 24/7. She was like feeling dizzy all the time and feeling tired. And then that completely disappeared. Yeah, ever since we took away the amalgam in her teeth. And also, my fingers too might have started to get better at that same timing. Yeah.
Hanami completely removed the amalgam filling by the end of 2023. That winter, my condition improved a bit, but by the beginning of 2024, necrosis started in my toes again. It took until the end of summer 2024 for it to fully recover. Now, in January 2025, my condition has greatly improved, and there's been no sign of necrosis, which has been a problem for the past 10 years. However, since it took over a year after Hanami's amalgam removal for my condition to improve, it's not clear how much of a direct connection there is. Still, I believe 2024 was a detox period, a time when my body was getting rid of the remaining toxins.
Now, my finger's completely okay. The answer is no. Yeah, there's still about what? From my feeling, it feels like 15% of it still is left. So right now too, like we were filming a couple of videos already, but my fingers, when I don't breathe deep enough, or I feel a little bit nervous, or if I'm like holding on to something outside for a long time, my fingers still do get very cold, but my fingers don't rot anymore.
Yeah.
That's the huge difference. The same amount of coldness that if I felt it a couple of years ago, the next day would be rotting already. But this year, this winter, no matter how cold I feel, as long as I warm it up later, my fingers don't rot anymore and they're completely fine the next day. So this is something that has not happened in the past decade, basically, for me. Of course, it was this topic, telling you guys about this was really shocking for her and me, to be honest, because we're not 100% sure, of course. There is no evidence of this, but we were thinking it might have been the reason why. So I was very shocked that last year, she was too shocked that we couldn't talk about this to you guys. That's the reason why we didn't film the video. We actually did film it, but we didn't post it though. Because Javi was like, oh, it might have been my fault. There is no one can confirm that, but still, as of course a partner, a person who you love very much, has been suffering from that disease, maybe because of her fault, it would have been really, really hard for her, right? So, but still, we wanted to make this video. We agreed to be on the video together. Because I've been meeting so many people have been contacting me. I suffer from Raynaud syndrome too, and I've actually met people who have symptoms that are a lot worse than my symptoms. People have literally lost their fingers. They only have like 2 or 3 fingers left. There's some people that have been sending me pictures of their hands and stuff. So the reason why we wanted to make this video is we wanted to share with you our experiences, because thinking about your partner's dental situation that might even affect you is something we would not even think of. I didn't think of that for 10 years, basically, right? Even though I was suffering from it so much, it never came to my mind. So this might not be related to anything, but it could be something that you could consider if you're suffering from Raynaud syndrome. Maybe your partner's body's condition, your dental situation for both your partner and you, might be something related to the sickness that you have. So we wanted to share with you guys. And of course, in the end, is a happy ending, by the way, because my fingers and my body is getting better. Right now, at the point of recording, this is January, and me being able to film like this, setting up the tripods, and being able to sit here with no hand warmers, talk with you guys is already a miracle. This is great. Yes, this is completely positive. So I'm very, very happy. So we just wanted to share with you our experiences, and maybe it might be able to help some people out. So this might be our last video talking about my sickness. The third and last video. Just very, very happy to tell you that I'm doing a lot better, and now we'll be able to hopefully do more activities during winter time too, because half of the year I wasn't able to do anything. Go filming, doing training. Training too. I wasn't even able to hold a katana. But right now I'm actually going to training, my self-training once a week, and I'm still working at the samurai training activity, all that kind of stuff. So I'm still capable of actually holding a katana and swinging it, which I was not able to do for the past couple of years. So I'm very, very happy to report this to you guys. So if anything happens, of course, maybe next year if something changes, I will definitely let you guys know. Maybe if I completely cure and I don't have the sickness at all, I might be able to report to you guys again. So if that happens. Or maybe I might say, oh guys, it's right now, it's February, it's the end of February, oh no, it's starting to get worse again. Might be something like that. We're not too sure. But anyhow, we will let you guys know. Yes, because it's going to be affecting our activities very much, and it's going to be hopefully useful information for those of you who are suffering from the same sickness. So guys, thank you so much. Hopefully this is going to be the last video for me talking about the Raynaud syndrome. Alright, thank you so much for watching until the end. 皆さんどうもありがとうございました。